How's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Hope everyone's having a great day. Whew, what a week, what a week. Man, whew, it's been a big roller coaster for me. I swear, man, my whole shop is still covered in sawdust and, yeah, I gotta get it cleaned up. Oh, man, oh, man. Man, it was a rough start this morning. I almost didn't make it here. I almost didn't do this live stream, but, yeah, I'll get into that later. So, where do we start with? So if you guys follow me on Instagram or now TikTok or all that good stuff, you'll see I've been trying to put my knives up on, for sale and get them on the website. Hey, what's up, Billy Martin? How's it going? So, man, the more and more I try to, do photography and get pictures that are good of my knife, the more frustrated I get, which is probably what's going on with me today. But hey, what's up, Chip? It's just like, man, I love doing videos, YouTube, all this video stuff, I love it. But man, I just don't have the interest in photography. And, I'm not good at photography, which both of those combined make it even worse because I'm trying to struggle at something I don't like to do, which, for me, it's a hard thing to do because usually when I have passion about something, I put everything into it. And when I fail at stuff I have passion about, it makes me want to try harder. But when it's something I don't really have an interest in and I have to do it because it's part of, other processes, like if it wasn't for the knives that I had to sell and put up on my website, I wouldn't do photography at all. But, yeah, it's a means to an end, I guess. So, man. What's up, Don Bomb? What's up, Gravinder? How's it going? Stalking Wolf? Whew. Man, I'll tell you what. I almost didn't make it today. That's why I only have like 3 or 4 subjects and stuff like that. And so this live stream might be me complaining a lot and whining and just a lot of stuff like that. So be prepared. Excuse me. But man, I've been playing drums a lot lately, practicing, it's like my form of exercise. Plus I've always loved playing drums. So man, my muscles are all sore, and now, since I have to hold drumsticks, my fingers for playing guitar need to be worked on more because my fingers are all locking up since I'm used to holding drumsticks now, so that's a big complaint. I actually took the day off, didn't play any drums and stuff like that, but man, I just woke up this morning and everything hit me, and the ironic thing is, last live stream was all about self-doubt and how I don't doubt my knife making and stuff like that, but my videos and stuff like that I don't have control over is where the self-doubt comes in. And it was just like, man, it's just been overwhelming today for some reason. I just woke up and I think it's because I slept too much. I slept like 9 hours. And for me, that's way too much sleep. So, whew. Oh, man. But, yeah, I was just like, I don't need to do a live stream. I just won't put it up. I don't have any topics to talk about anyway. And, woe is me, poor Dave. And just feeling sorry for myself. And, oh, man. So, I finally dragged myself out of bed and was just like, man, if you don't do your live stream today, tomorrow you're just going to feel worse. The day after that's going to get worse, and it's just going to be a, snowball effect. So, this might be a short video. This might be a short live stream, but I just had to get up and do it and talk and ramble on. So, whew. But man, yeah, that's why I didn't even have the title till after I got out of bed. It's like the loser bug, man. Yeah, I caught the loser bug today, man. It's like the flu. Hopefully it only lasts 24 hours. Oh, man. But, whew, we all have these rough days and just got to get through it. Aaron Dennis, hey, what's going on? What's up, Cat Cradle Forge? everyone shows up to see me complain and whine. I do appreciate it because this is actually making me feel better seeing you all here, man. You know, when you're in time of need, you need family for some support. So you guys are becoming my family, so I appreciate it. Oh man. So the week started off kind of rough. You know, I've done plumbing before. I was a plumber's assistant for like a year, and you know, this house is like 50, 55 years old or something, and my bathroom sink clogged up last year, and I was trying to get it unclogged, and the pipe broke. Now I've done all the plumbing from my sink to the walls, but when something pops behind the wall, it's like, man, that means I got to go downstairs. I got to tear everything apart, and but so I was using the kitchen sink, you know, for washing and everything. Well, washing hands and stuff like that. And then Monday, it's just been backing up. The sink's been backing up. I've been putting clogged, you know, drainer, cleaner in it and all that stuff. And so I got out, like, you know, I finally got it cleared out, and the sink was working perfect. I came downstairs, and the basement, right, you know, right where the wall is, was flooded. I was like, oh, man. So instead of undoing the clog, it just busted the pipe out, which means, you know, my whole basement is a finished basement. So I'm going to have to cut out all the drywall. I'm going to have to climb under the kitchen sink, take every cabinet out, all that, cut behind the wall, and oh man. So what I've been doing for the last week, and it's actually, man, it's kind of a blessing because I just got buckets. So I put it like a big dish pan under the sink. So as I wash dishes or whatever I do, I fill up that big old bucket or the big old dish pan, and then I pour it into a bucket and I save that water. Now whenever I go to the bathroom, instead of flushing the toilet, I just take the bucket in with me and use that. So I kind of like it better because now I don't have to, now I'm not wasting water washing dishes and flushing the toilet, you know. So a good thing came out of a bad thing, or is it just me being lazy? You know, it's like, mainly it's me being lazy because, man, the thing is, you know, doing that is going to be a pain in the butt. Just, oh, man. And then cleaning all that drywall up and all that, so that put a spoiler on the week. But I try to find good things, like the whole saving water thing. I try to find a good thing come out of it. And then my computer was all acting up, and I spent like 5 hours trying to get that, and I finally got it fixed. I just had to like reset the BIOS and all that, and I got it all working. And I was like, ah, yay! And then dumbass Dave, you know, you have memory cards for your cameras, right? And I had these card readers that are real fast. So I had them plugged in, and I plugged it in. It's like, it's not working. So I took the whole computer apart, only to realize you have to have the SD card in the card reader for it to turn on. So I did all this, like 3 or 4 hours of work on my computer when it was working the whole time. And it's like, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, plumbing. Aaron Dennis says plumbing is a pain. Yeah. You know, plumbing, like, when you're on a new job site and you're doing plumbing, man, that plumbing's easy because it's all new. And, you know, you cut a few holes in 2x4s and run your pipes and, you know, dope it all up and put it all together and test it out and make sure you don't have any leaks. But, man, when you're working on plumbing that's been here for 50 years and you got to go from drywall, you got to go from you got to change out the old metal stuff to PVC and put adapters on and climb under sinks that are filled up with dishes and cabinets and, oh, man. Hey, Heath, what's going on? Oh man, I'm glad I got you all here for support because I really need to rant and rave today. This isn't gonna be one of my fun my fun live streams, but I'll try to turn it into it. Oh man, man, man. So yeah, this photography thing, it's you know, I just I don't like photography. I don't understand why because I love cameras and I love shooting video and I love doing videos, but pictures and photography just seems boring to me. And I know a lot of people love photography, but I just don't. Something about it I just don't see. Like people will show me these pictures and they're like, "Oh man, this is the best picture ever taken in the world," and I was like, "Looks like every other picture to me." I just don't. I guess my brain just doesn't understand it for some reason. I don't know what it is. I love video. I love watching people interact. I love watching people talk or what someone is doing or something. And a picture is just like one point in time, 1 second in that whole time frame. So, and then but it's something I have to learn to do to get better pictures for my knives so I can sell my knives, which, a lot of people are helping me. And Lowe's put up Lowe's put up that video for me. And a few people saw it. I told him he should put it up for everyone because it's a good video, and it did actually have a few tips. Now, like Chip said, I need to go get myself some silly putty or something to put up the knife. I was using my machinist blocks, so you can measure in between the little blocks you get for machining and stuff. I was using that to set it up, and you can still see them. And then, you get every comment like, "Oh, your background color's wrong, and this color's wrong," and man, it's so funny because it doesn't matter what the passion is or what the help you need is. And I've talked about this a lot about knife making. And people always have this advice. And a lot of it is just like they see what you're doing and they've seen someone else do it I don't know what it is. On Facebook, I had like 15, 20 people telling me what I needed to do to get that light box to work. And out of those 15 or 20 people, I would say 2 of them knew what they were talking about. Because what they were telling me to do were things that I've done. Because, I just started having this attitude, I'm going to throw everything at it. Like if you follow me on Instagram, you saw, I'm using bounce cards in my hands to bounce the light this way to hit the knives that way, and I'm turning every angle. People are like, you need to change the angle of this. You need to change the angle of this. And you need different lights, and you need more lights. I was like, man, this whole room is nothing but lights. If I turned every light on in this room, you wouldn't even be able to see me. I'd be so blown out. And I'm like, oh. Chip says we're trying to help. Oh, Gravender, thank you. Nice pictures were amazing. Chef, congrats for. Oh, yeah, that chef knife was sweet. Gravender brings up a good point. Here I am dwelling on myself. I told you guys it'd be a bad. It'd be a self-pity video. Oh, but yeah. So, and the funny thing, some of the advice really helped. And some of the advice was just like, man, I could tell they hadn't tried it. It's not like they're giving me bad advice, but they were giving me advice that they hadn't tried themselves. Because, when it comes to like my stone marsh blades, like let me see. No. When it comes to like stone marsh, there's no reflection. So it's fine. It picks up the light, but it doesn't reflect it back in. But when you have a knife that's stuck in the sheath like that, now it's not going to work. So, you can't see it. Let me see. Where's the light at? You can't see it because it's blown out like that. So you can't see anything about it. And I want it to be like that, where you can see the mirror in it. But here, someone get a picture quick. Oh man. you know, and the funny thing is, you know, and I do appreciate the help. I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth, and I'm not saying these people are wrong and people shouldn't help if they don't know what they're talking about. I appreciate every bit of it. It just, it's like, man, and you know, I'm just rambling off the top of my head. It's funny because, you know, out of 15, 20 comments, you know, like I said, 2 people know what they're talking about. The rest are telling you to do something, and the others are telling you to do the opposite. And it's like, you know, everyone's telling you to do something different that completely conflicts with what the other people are telling you. So, but hey, like I've always said, it probably worked for them, and you know, I do appreciate it. So it's not like I'm saying don't give bad advice. I'm just saying a lot of times you can tell when people are giving advice they haven't tried. And it drives me crazy with knife making too. You go on those knife making forums and you see these people telling you all these things that they've seen other people done but never done themselves. And it's like, oh, man, you kind of, and sometimes I'll call them out and be like, man, you have the right idea, but what you're saying is kind of wrong. And then they'll even say, oh, yeah, I've never tried it, but I see a lot of people doing it. And I've had a lot of people say that. Because you know me, I'm a stickler for, you know, I don't want to tell people they're wrong. I just want people to learn how to do it right, I guess it's the way to say it. So, and for me alone, you know, I want to learn how to do it right. And bad advice really makes it a harder thing to do with anything. And it can really discourage people if they see other people doing something, they're like trying to do it, and all of a sudden they're doing it wrong because they got bad advice. Then And Dennis, I think you do a pretty good job with the lighting. I'm trying. That's the thing. It's like I said, I'm throwing everything at the wall, and whatever sticks, then hopefully it'll come out. I will say I have seen improvement, because it used to be like out of 20 pictures, I'm getting like 2 good ones. And now it's kind of, you know, turning to where I'll take like 10 or 15 pictures and like 7 of them will be good. So it is improvement. And as long as I'm improving, then that's all that matters. I just wish I had passion for photography like I do for videography, because I'd go, I almost said I'd go balls deep in it, but sorry about that, people. So, yeah, I mean, I woke up this morning just feeling like such a loser, and it's just like, and I think, and I know 100% it's my fault, because I've talked about how I used to do Google ads and stuff, or a lot of times I do Google ads for YouTube, and like if you look at my page, you'll see all these, like, all my views are in the thousands and stuff like that. But I think Google ads was really crippling my growth, because the whole analytics thing goes by, you know, how much time, how much duration of time, not only how many people view your videos, but how much time they watch your videos. So I might have had like 2,000 views per video or 1,000 views per video, but my watch time was like under 2 minutes. So I decided last week I'm going to stop doing Google ads. So now I'm only getting like 200 views per video, but the watch time is like 3/4 of the video, which is awesome. And so it's like, but you know, seeing those numbers drop and being like, oh, yeah, I talked about that last week. You know, I need to be very appreciative of the 170, 200 people that watch all my videos, instead of expecting 2,000 people to keep watching. But, you know, and the self-doubt thing I talked about last week, man, I think that's where it started, because, man, it's just like, I see all these people with all these bigger channels and bigger things and better stuff, and it's just like, and you know, well, you know, poor Dave. It's like, I've never worked so hard at anything in my life, and the payoff is so slow, and I'm so impatient, man. I gotta learn patience, and that's how it is with anything. It's probably the whole photography thing too. You know, I'm very impatient. You know, the harder I work, the more I want to gain, and it doesn't seem to be that way for me. Or or something I'm not used to, I guess. You know, it's not even about being good. It's just about, man, you work so hard for everything. Man, Heath, I keep telling you to stop doing that, man. You don't have to give that much. I do appreciate it, Heath. Oh, man. Here I am sitting here rambling, raving, and haven't even been reading the comments. Gravendra, you don't know about lighting, but love nice. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. You know, I will say, you know, conceited Dave. Whenever you get depressed, Dave, you have to get conceited, Dave, too. You know, I am very happy with my knives. I will say that. And I got to thank Green Beetle, which will be a next video. I'm waiting for the steel to come, but I had someone contact me that said Green Beetle sent him over and wants me to make him a Dexter kill knife and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of a weird knife for me to make, but, you know, once the steel gets here. And that's another thing that's driving me crazy. Since I've been so wrapped up in the plumbing and the computer and the photography, I haven't even started shooting a video for next week. So, oh, man. Oh. Aaron Dennis, I haven't made many videos, just knives. I'll stick with what I know. Yeah, I mean, but get outside your comfort zone too. You know, that's the whole point. I never even, you know, if you go back and watch my videos from, I think August, I've had a camera for over a year. But before last August, I used like a little camcorder. I knew nothing about cameras. I had no idea. You know, I had a camcorder and my iPhone. And then I bought like an action cam, like a GoPro. And then from there, I just started love making videos. And then from there, you know, I bought my first camera last August, you know, a year ago, August. And by February, or no, I guess it was by like June, I have 3 cameras now. And I know everything about cameras, but I still need to learn more. So, you know, it's not about what you know. Because if you stick with what you know, you turn into one of these old guys that thinks they know everything about one thing. Now I'm not saying that for you, actually. This is how I look at it. This is how I look at my life. You know, maybe you are good with sticking what you know and progressing. But one thing I found a couple weeks ago, all my knives are starting to look the same. I'm not pushing myself with my knife making. And it's getting better, but it's staying the same, if that makes sense. You know, so that's why I started that Bowie knife, which I stopped the Bowie knife because it's like I have to heat treat that, and then this new Dexter knife, I'm going to have to heat treat that, so I might as well wait for that steel, which I should have just kept going with the Bowie, but making excuses. He said he loves the knife you made for him and his dad. Yeah. I appreciate that. You know, it was my pleasure. Aaron Dennis says you'll never stop learning. You're right on. Yeah, that's the way to be. Because a lot of people get complacent with what they do. And it's easy to get complacent, especially when you've been doing stuff a long time and you know the ins and outs of everything. You know, it's real easy to in fact, I've been doing it with my videos lately. You know, I haven't been watching as many videos on how to make videos or shoot videos because it's like, oh, I'm happy with how my videos look. And it's kind of the wrong attitude, and it's kind of hypocritical of me for saying that, but it's like, man, you know, it's like I've learned as much as I can about making videos. Now I just have to get the experience to make it better and stuff like that, and learning what I can do. And, you know, when I'm on camera, being myself instead of trying to be this and cut this out and cut that out and do this and do that. So, yeah, it's you know, as long as you enjoy what you're doing, that's what really matters. And going back to that whole photography thing, it's just like I just don't understand photographs, I guess, which is weird because my dad had a camera everywhere he went, and took pictures of everything, and he loved photography. I just don't get it. I mean, back then they didn't have videos. Well, he bought one of those big old 8mm video cameras, and that's fact. If you watch like my old videos of my old band jamming, that's what it was filmed on. But that was an old 8mm video camera. But I don't know. Photos just don't pique my interest or something. I mean, I understand the nostalgia of it. I understand that part. If you're going to some event or something and you want to take pictures to remember that event, or you're at a party with all your friends and stuff like that. Hey, Chip, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. So, yeah, if you take pictures of a party or something, event with your friends, that makes sense because you can look back on it, but why not take video? Oh, man. Oh, man. I have to clean this shop. There is sawdust on everything. And some of those photos of the knives that turned out pretty good, I looked down and there's sawdust all over the handles. I was like, oh, man. So, whew, man, that really sucked. Last week, this will be my last topic, I think, and I'm going to cut it short today, but on YouTube, when you do a live stream, you have like the live stream that's planned, like an event, and you also have a go live now. Well, I do my go live now, and I set it to private. So I can test out, my mic and test out my camera, see how everything is working. But lately, I've been getting nostalgia and back into my 80s and 90s punk. So I'm always playing music in the background. If you watch me on Instagram or stuff, you always see me now, playing 80s punk rock, 90s punk rock. So I have the music blasting when I'm doing the test for the thing, and I got copyright notices. Now, it's, the music's copyrighted, and YouTube has made this whole different thing about the music you can play in the background and stuff. In fact, I just saw yesterday that YouTube got sued for children by the FCC. They have to pay some outrageous amount, like $150 million, and people that have channels with children in them are going to be demonetized. And I feel them because knife making is a knives and guns and all that get demonetized all the time, and now it's like people with children so yeah, I feel for them. So but anyway, so when you get a copyright notice, it doesn't mean you have a strike or you're going to lose your channel. It just means if that video is monetized, all the money goes to whoever does the copyright claim. But last Sunday, I got one, and the irony it was Goldfinger, Put Away the Knife. And I was like, man, I'm sitting here listening to music, I get a copyright strike for Put Away the Knife. I'm a knife maker, so I just found that pretty ironic. Then I got one today from Rant, so, but that's alright, because those videos never go out, so they're not going to make any money off them anyway. But, yeah. Aaron Dennis just got the forging press rebuilt. Might make a video someday. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, and I said this a long time ago. I don't know your skill level, so this is, I don't know what the word is. This is me assuming something, but for other people that might be beginning or whatever, even if you don't put the video on YouTube or put it public, making videos of you working is a great way to see your mistakes and see little things like, as you're filming yourself, you're watching, I'm doing this, I don't even know, but as you're watching yourself do these things on these videos, you'll be like, wow, why am I holding it like this instead of holding it like that? Or like with knives, when you're I can't speak, when you're grinding a knife out or something, you might be like, wow, I'm not hitting that at the right angle. So doing videos of yourself just for yourself to watch and learn from your mistakes is a great idea. Now, the only reason I'd say to upload it to YouTube, even if you don't want people to see them, is memory. You know, YouTube is free. You can upload as many videos as you want to YouTube and go back and watch them anytime you want to. Instead of leaving them on your phone or just watching them once and deleting them, you know, you'll always have them. As long as YouTube exists, you'll have those videos to go back. And you can also see the progress you've made. You know, that's a big thing. I go back and I look at my old videos, not only for video quality, but man, for knife quality. It's like, you know, if you start making videos of yourself and you watch them and you don't see your progress because you're down there working every week or every day or however much you work, when you make these videos and you go back even like a month, you'll be like, wow, look how much I've progressed. You go back 6 months and you'll be like, man, I remember when I thought that was the knife of all knives. You know, that was like my best work then. And then you look back and you're like, man, that was some crappy work. And you're like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of an over-exaggeration, but, you know, it's amazing. The more videos you put up of yourself and watch and go back, it's like, man, what I thought was awesome then isn't. Or, on the other hand, some of the things you forgot. There's some things that you'll do, and it's like, you know, it's like that beginner's luck thing. And it's like, man, why did I stop doing it like that? That came out awesome. So it goes both ways. And that's why you need to make videos. Even if you don't want anyone else to watch them, make them for yourself. Make them so you can see your progress. So when you get down and like, oh, I haven't accomplished anything, you can go back and be like, man, look how far I've come. So, you know, yeah, like he says, it's a diary of your work, you know. And the thing is, you know, on a phone or whatever you're using for video, it doesn't have much storage. So, bam, put it up on YouTube and you always have it. So, oh, man. Whew. So I'm cutting it 8 minutes short today. I just had to get up here and do this because I was just, man, like I said, I caught that loser bug and, man, I woke up or I overslept or something. I just felt worthless this morning. I just was like, man, there's no point in doing anything. Why am I doing all this? Why am I putting all this hard work into all this? Why? Just like, man, I just moped around for like 2 hours. And I was just like, man, you gotta go do it or it's just gonna get worse. So I really appreciate everyone showing up and listen to this live stream, listen to me whine and cry and complain and bitch about how today or this week went and stuff like that. So it does really mean a lot. But with that, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm out of ideas. Like I said, I'm pulling ideas out of my butt. Oh man! So thanks. My website link is the first link down in the description. I got shirts like this and 3 other shirts, and now I've got. If anything, go look at my website. The website. Tell me what you think. Leave comments down here what you think of my new knife pictures. Tell me and be honest. If you're like, man, this one's overblown or this one's doesn't look right or this one came out too bad, don't just say they look good because that's not helpful. I mean, it feeds my ego, but I really want to know what people's opinions are. So, yeah, go check out the website. Tell me what you think of the new pictures. And, yeah, I really appreciate everyone showing up. And, man, this was a great therapy session for me. I hope some of you, maybe some of you are feeling a little out of it or down or something, and it helped you guys too. So, yeah, thanks a lot. Man, I really appreciate it. Let's all have a better week or a good week or whatever we can do to stay positive. All right, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. And as always, take it easy.